Hey everyone, today I'm going to make a tutorial about how you can import your VRM model from VRoid Studio to Blender and how to export it after then to make it a VRM again. So we start with, making a model in VRoid Studio. For now I will just get a basic template model where I won't change anything about. So I will start exporting it. For now I will just make it basic because we don't need a whole lot. So I made a folder on my desktop named test VRM, and I will save it to that. For now I'm done with VRoid Studio, and I will leave all the links that you need and add-ons for Blender in the description of the video. So what we will start with is you need to install CADs. That's for importing models and exporting them. Also, you need to install VRM, so the program knows you're using a .vrm file. So you go to the folder you just exported to from VRoid Studio. This could take a bit of time depending on how fast your computer is and how big your VRM model is. So after it's imported, what I normally do you have the model now. For just to show you that the model is different in Blender than the VRM, I will add some very basic block. Just to show it really fast. No. Okay. I will change the bone name first. I will call it heads here or something, I don't know. The name doesn't really matter for now, it's just so I know which bone it is. Then after I assign it to the bone, I will I always first start with fixing the model. So as you see now, everything is connected, and you can move this bone. So it's correctly attached now. I always do a fix model, so all the bones and meshes are combined as one. Then I can export it. Just press continue export. It's about the 12 materials I use, because if you use more materials, your model is heavier. For now I'll just keep it like this and make a new folder for the export. And because I only need the amateur, and mesh, I only select that so I don't bring the lamp and the camera and anything else to the new scene. Then you can close Blender. If you want to keep it, you can save it, otherwise doesn't really matter. Then I'll make a new project in Unity. Again, I will leave everything down in the description of the video. I will use 22F1 because I found a bug where you cannot configure your avatar. I will call it YouTube VRM video or something and create project. So now that the new Unity project is finally done loading, what I'll start with is going to my download folder and importing these two. There are packages to make your VRM model in Unity. I will also leave them down in the description of the video, so you can all just download them very easily. And after this, you will be prompted with a menu, so you can choose out of what you want to import. I will almost import everything except a map named VRM 10, because I want to use the default VRM shaders. If you don't get prompted, you can just delete this folder. Okay, so we now have installed this one correctly, and we will now install the UniVRM package to Unity. This is the last package we need to install, and then our Unity project is all set up. And we can finally import the model into the scene. Okay, so now we can import this whole folder. What I mostly do is just drag in the whole folder, because with the VRM you get, you can extract the materials very easily, so you don't have to do them by hand. As you see, you have a few folders here. This is the VRM that is not edited in Blender, so you can forget about that one. This is the one we did in Blender that I haven't, for some reason, exported correctly. I thought I did that correctly. Export model. Continue to export. This one. I'm not sure if it's... Did I do it correctly or not? Okay, now I did it correctly. Sorry for that. So as you see, we have this model, and we have to make it a humanoid because, well, it's a human. And you press apply. After you have pressed apply, sometimes you get the error like on the head. It says here, I left. Right, you get a warning like this. The only thing you have to do is click this one and press delete on your keyboard. And then press done to apply it. And now your model is ready to apply the textures to. What I normally do is lock this one, press on materials, go one folder back to where we imported the VRM, go to the folder materials, and then just drag all the materials onto your model. And if you want to make sure you select the correct model material, you can see the material name here, and it has to be the same as what it says here. Otherwise you will apply a different texture to your model, like that. After you have done that, you can press apply, and it will apply all the textures to this one. As you see, the model has a different shading to it. You can unlock this now because otherwise you cannot see anything in the inspector. After you've done that, you can go here in the top to VRM 0, press export, and give it a title, a version number, so it's version number 1, and the author, that's me of course, and select a thumbnail that will, you will get this one from when you import your VRM into Unity. Then press export and save it somewhere in your project. Make sure you press assets because otherwise it's not visible in Unity for you. Okay, so it's done exporting as you see. What I normally do is now hide this one and go to the folder that you just exported and drag your model in like this. So there are just a few steps left now. What I normally first do is, well, go to body, secondary I mean. These are spring bones. These make your bones you have on your model have physics. So for example, I will first do the block on the head. Wait, did I not? Ah, well, it's here now. normally I would have edit it to the head, but just to show you that it's from Blender, I can do this and wait, huh? Oh, sorry. My bad. You have to put it in the root bones. So drag that in there. And as you see, the block can move now. So let me set this up now. You have to tweak around with this. I won't go into that for now, because this is just to show you kind of how to make the VRM model instead of how to set it all up. Okay, so now because my model doesn't have hair, you normally also do this with hair and other parts you want to be able to have movement. But for me, I don't need that because, well, my model doesn't have hair and only has a shirt and a block that can move. So what you have to do now is setting up the blend shapes for your model. So this is the A, it's for talking with your model. So if you click this arrow here, you have a whole list of blend shapes. For now, I will just stay with the default ones, but you can always adjust them by like moving the slider less or adding different ones, like you can do A and E. But for now, I will just keep it as default as it is. What I normally do is just match the letter. If I do this for a video, for example, this is the same way as how I have done my model that you see in the video. So for blink, it's I close or I close R and L, but to make it simpler, just do the close one. Joy is the expression. Because your model has some expressions, you can either record with using your face in VC face or setting them up with keybinds. I have them with keybinds, but I barely use them, to be honest. So I have set up all the blend shapes I want for now. So then we go back to the VRM 0 and export VRM 0. Also, I want to explain why my model didn't export. You have to select the amateur and the mesh, so you can both move them around with G. Then press export model, and on this one export model, and then continue to export, and then select objects and amateur and mesh, and then press the export FBX. Otherwise it doesn't select these two and export them. You just export, well, a blank file. If it's good, all the information is still there. If not, you can just manually type them in again. Then you press export, and you want to export it to the location where you can find it. For now, I will just do it on my desktop. So it's pretty fast, I would say. Then you go to your program you use for your VTuber. Then avatar selection, add avatar, and then pick the one we just exported from Unity. And then you can select it. And well, that's the model, I guess. Because I haven't attached this to the head bone of my model, it doesn't go with my head. But well, this is how you can make a VRoid model and import it into Blender and then export it to Unity and make a VRM again. So my model is a bit bigger. So I want to thank everyone for watching. I really hope this tutorial helps. And if not, you can always ask questions in the comments or join the Discord and I will love to help you out. So have a very nice day, everyone. And take good care. Bye bye.